Lego Customs here, and today I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to be showcasing my figures from Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. So I finally finished all 9 members of the Fellowship. So yeah, but without further ado, and I know I have announced this project in a couple videos before, but yeah, now I finally got them done. So without further ado, let's get started.
The first member of the Fellowship that I made. Here we have Gandalf the Grey. So the hair was a Aquaman hairpiece, which I painted gray. Head was a Superman head, if you can sort of see there. Yeah, and then I fully sculpted the beard. Then here's the back. Cape was just a normal Lego cape, which I just painted gray. And then the straps right here, that front strap right here, let me get a pointer. So this strap here was sculpted. And then the main belt here was made out of E-tape. And I sculpted the pouch on. And then this part of his robe was cut from index card and wrapped around. And then the boots were just painted in gloss brown.
Then if we get his accessories, so here we have his sword, Glamdring.
All I did was I just took the normal Lego sword and painted it silver. And then his famous staff, his wizard staff, that was just sculpted onto a normal Lego rod. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Gandalf the Grey. I'm really proud of this figure.
First new figure that I made from Fellowship of the Ring. Here we have Frodo Baggins. So the hair was the official Frodo hairpiece, which I just painted over in a gloss dark brown. Then the head was a young Gru head from the Minions Rise of Gru sets, the bike set. And then you can see his cloak here that they got from the elves, that was just made from index card and painted, and then I sculpted the leaf on. Then his accessories we can get out of the way. So Sting here was just a normal Lego sword piece, and then I didn't do anything to it. Then the ring itself, the one ring, that was just the official Lego ring. And then the coat was the coat you can see there that was made from actual paper from a drawing book, which I have a new technique for, which I will eventually do a tutorial on. And then you can see there underneath his waistcoat, that was cut from index card and painted. And then the pants are painted in a gloss dark brown, and then I added, from cotton ball, I added a hair, like for hobbit feet. So, yeah, but that is it for Frodo Baggins. He's a fairly simple figure, but I'm really proud of how this figure came out. Hobbit in the showcase, here is Samwise Gamgee. So the hair was the skater hair piece, which I just cut the front off and sculpted my own front. Head was the Han Solo head, which I just painted a couple extra lines onto. Then the cloak was made the same way I made Frodo's, and I won't re-emphasize that again when I show Merry and Pippin. Then the coat was made the same way as Frodo's, just drawing book paper, and then the shirt you can see underneath there was painted. So were the legs, and then I just added some hobbit hair on his feet as well. So, yeah, and then the sword is just a normal Lego short sword piece. So, yeah, that is pretty much it for Samwise Gamgee. He was actually a lot simpler than Frodo, if I'm going to be honest. And, yeah, that is pretty much it for Samwise Gamgee. The last hobbit here in the showcase, here is Merry. So, Merry, the hair was a completely new sculpt by me, which I'm pretty proud of. It was sculpted onto a Mutt Williams hairpiece. Then you can see the head, the base of it was an angry clone head. I think it was. Yeah, it was an angry clone head, and I erased the mouth and painted my own mouth to get a likeness to Dominic Monaghan. His coat, it was made the same way I did Frodo and Sam's, and then the index card was cut and painted to be his waistcoat. And then I painted on the hobbit hair on his feet, and then I painted the pants. So, yeah, and then the cloak you can see there. Yeah, and then there's the sculpted leaf. By the way, I didn't mention the sculpted leaf. I did have one sculpted on Sam, but it came off. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Mary. He's one of my favorite figures, and yeah, that's it for Mary. The hobbits in this showcase. Here is Pippin. So the hairpiece was sculpted onto a Mutt Williams hairpiece, and fully painted in my own mixed color, I believe. And then the face was also it was a Bruce Wayne head, which I erased everything, and I repainted the mouth and the face to look more like Billy Boyd. And then the coat was made the same way I did Frodo, Sam, and Mary's. So yeah, and then his scarf was it was made by an index card, and I just painted the blue lines onto it. His cloak was made out of index card, and the coat was made in my own mixed dark blue. Yeah, and then the sword was just a normal Lego sword. And then you can see under there the blue shirt was fully painted by me. I painted his pants in a matte black color, and then I painted the feet with the hobbit hair on it, with the hair on it. If you want, I can take the hairpiece off just to show you it's sculpted underneath the Mutt Williams hairpiece. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Pippin. I really like this figure, and yeah, that's it for Pippin. For our first man character other than Gandalf, here is Aragorn. So yeah, I decided to make him in his Strider outfit, which is obvious because this is what he looks like in the first movie. So the head was just a head I found off my Mandarin from Iron Man 3, which I repainted to look a little bit more like Viggo Mortensen, which I think I did. I think I got a decent likeness. The hair was the Bucky hairpiece, or the Old Man Luke hairpiece in brown. And then you can see the coat was made from the same material as the Hobbits' coats. And then you can see there's all the robes underneath, which was cut from index card, and then the belt you can partially see in there. That was made out of electrical tape. And then you can see the cuffs of the boots were also made out of E-tape. And everything was painted, and the boots were painted in a gloss dark brown, so was the belt, but the robes were, garments, I should say, were cut from index card, and you can sort of see a blue shirt underneath. So yeah, and then there's the accessory. Here is Aragorn's sword. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Aragorn. I'm pretty proud of this figure, and yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. So yeah, that's it for Aragorn. Our quick figure of this video here is Legolas. So the head was the Ethan Hunt head from Lego Dimensions. And I just put the normal Legolas hairpiece on. The quiver was a painted up normal Lego quiver. The torso and the arms were just Lego's official from Lego Dimensions torso, and all I did was I just painted on the detail on the arms. Then the waist cape, that was just index card, which I just wrapped around, glued, and painted. And then I just did it over some dark green legs. And then the bow was the best part because it's just a normal modded Lego bow piece, but I glued my own string to it. So yeah, but that is it for Legolas. If I'm going to be honest, pretty proud of this figure, even though it's a mix of custom and official parts, but I'm happy with it. So yeah, that's it for Legolas. To show this off really quickly, I decided just to throw in the official Lego Dimensions / Lord of the Rings sets Gimli. I did nothing to this figure, but yeah, I just wanted to throw it in because he is part of the Fellowship, and I can just bring in Legolas here. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Gimli. Last figure of this showcase, here is Boromir. So the hairpiece was the normal long male hairpiece, and then I fully painted the face I think I got a good likeness to Sean Bean. Then you can see I painted the collar of his red shirt around the neck, which I think I did pretty well. Then I sculpted on the arms. Okay, so the arms I sculpted on to get the chainmail texture like I did for my in-game Thor, Which, how I did that was I just took a Lego arm, and I put some clay on it, and then I took this part of the an X-Acto knife, and just roll it along the arm, and with the clay on it, and it creates the texture, which is what I did for Boromir here. And then I painted that in gunmetal, sculpted on the shirt, like sleeves and that poke out, and then just painted it. And then I painted the design, and then I painted the gloves. Robes were made out of index card, and the belt was made out of electrical tape. Boots were painted in a matte brown color, and then I added a black rim at the bottom. And you can see the rest of the belt right there. And then the accessory I gave him was a sword. So yeah, that is pretty much it for Boromir, and that's gonna do it this showcase, guys. So let's go ahead and wrap up this video. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like and comment on the video which figure out of this is your favorite. And stay tuned for more videos. And this is gonna be my last video before this weekend, because I'm gonna be on a retreat. So yeah, but I will do Two Towers and Return of the King figures, but that's gonna be down the road. So yeah, but that is gonna do it for this video for Fellowship of the Ring. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Sonic Lego Customs, and don't forget to follow my Instagram, which is also Sonic Lego Customs. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.